Tim Scott is not your typical politician. He has a remarkable story of overcoming poverty, hardship, and failure with the help of his mother and a mentor who taught him conservative values. He is also the only black Republican in the U.S. Senate, and one of the most influential voices in his party. Scott was born in North Charleston, South Carolina, and his parents divorced when he was 7, and he grew up in a poor single-parent household. He struggled academically and failed 4 classes in his freshman year of high school. He was on the verge of dropping out when he met John Moniz, a Chick-fil-A owner who became his mentor. Moniz introduced Scott to the principles of free enterprise, personal responsibility, and faith. He also encouraged him to read books by successful leaders and entrepreneurs. Scott credits Moniz with changing his life. He improved his grades, graduated from high school, and earned a bachelor's degree in political science from Charleston Southern University. He then started his own insurance agency, which became one of the most successful all-state franchises in South Carolina. Scott entered politics in 1995, when he ran for a seat on the Charleston County Council. He won and served for 13 years, becoming the first black Republican elected to any office in South Carolina since Reconstruction. In 2008, he ran for the State House of Representatives and won again. In 2010, he made history by becoming the first black Republican elected to Congress from South Carolina since in 2013, Scott was appointed by Governor Nikki Haley to fill the vacant Senate seat of Jim DeMint, who resigned to lead a conservative think tank. Scott won a special election in 2014 to complete DeMint's term, and was re-elected to full terms in 2016, and since joining the Senate, Scott has been a national leader on efforts to bring opportunity to every American family. His signature legislation creating opportunity zones was passed as part of the 2017 tax reform package, and has the potential to bring billions of dollars of private investment into distressed communities across the country. He has also championed initiatives to expand school choice, promote workforce development, reform criminal justice, and support historically black colleges and universities. Scott is widely respected by his colleagues and constituents for his integrity, courage, and compassion. He is not afraid to speak his mind on controversial issues or challenge his own party when he disagrees. He is also known for his outreach to diverse groups and his willingness to work across the aisle to find solutions. Scott has not officially announced his candidacy for president in 2024, but many observers believe he is a strong contender for the Republican nomination. He has already visited several key states and received endorsements from prominent figures such as former President Donald Trump and Senator Lindsey Graham. If he decides to run, Scott will face a crowded field of rivals who will try to appeal to different factions of the GOP base. But he will also have a unique advantage: his inspiring personal story and his proven record of delivering results for the American people. Tim Scott is not just a senator from South Carolina. He is a leader with a vision for America. A vision that is based on opportunity, unity, and conservative values. Tim Scott knows what it means to overcome adversity. He grew up in poverty, raised by a single mother who worked hard to provide for him and his brother. He failed 9th grade, but with the help of a mentor, he turned his life around and became the first African American to serve in both the House and the Senate. Tim Scott believes that every American deserves a chance to succeed, regardless of their race, background, or zip code. That's why he has championed policies that expand educational choice, create jobs, and reduce poverty. He is the author of the Opportunity Zones program, which has attracted billions of dollars of private investment to distressed communities across the country. He is also a strong advocate for criminal justice reform, school choice, and religious freedom. Tim Scott also understands that America is stronger when we are united, not divided. He has reached across the aisle to work with Democrats on issues of common interest, such as infrastructure, health care, and police reform. He has spoken out against racism and bigotry in all forms, and has called for healing and reconciliation in the wake of violence and unrest. He has also defended the Constitution and the rule of law, and has stood up for the rights and freedoms of all Americans. Tim Scott is a proud conservative who believes in the principles that have made America great: limited government, free markets, individual liberty, and personal responsibility. He supports a strong national defense, a secure border, and a pro-life agenda. He opposes higher taxes, excessive spending, and radical policies that threaten our economy and our way of life. Tim Scott has a big announcement to make. He is running for president, and he is running because he loves this country, and he wants to make it better for everyone. He is running because he has a proven record of delivering results for the American people. He is running because he has a vision for the future that is based on opportunity, unity, and conservative values. Tim Scott is ready to lead America into a new era of greatness. He is ready to be your president.